Yo, so I'm in a fancy hotel, so you know we gotta make a beat out of hotel sounds, bro. Not touching any of that. Luxury. Check out this tub. All right, here's what we came up with. Luxury. What's up, my fellow household appliances? So yeah, that's what we're doing. I took those clips of that video, that was like a month ago. I was at the hotel. I didn't have time to actually make the beat, so I just took those clips and then boom, a month later, here I am doing it. Yesterday, I actually started filming this video, actually making the beat, but then I realized, I forgot everything I know about sound design, which already wasn't much. Bruh. It took way longer to make this than I thought because I had to remember how to turn things into things. So that's what I'm gonna be showing you today. Not just how I made the beat, but I'm gonna pretty much be showing you how to sample anything and turn it into something that could sound good. All right, first things first, let me show you the drums. Pretty good drums. The swing is nice, but it took a lot of effort to get here. And by the way, if you are a sound design expert, leave this video right now. I don't have time for you to be making fun of me in the comments, all right? This is for more beginner, intermediate range. So yeah, if you're a pro, skedaddle, bro. Go on, go! All right, so let's start with the kick. Let's take all the effects off. So yeah, that's the sound of the closet door closing. This makes all the difference in the beginning. So I took the closet sound, I actually transposed it down 11 times. That's not a kick at all. But once I transposed it, you can immediately tell that that's gonna start sounding like a kick. So that's the first thing to note, is mess with the pitch on whatever sounds you're messing with, because that'll change everything. So next thing I did was EQ. I took the high end off, which was that crunch, took some of the low end off because it was like a little bit too boomy. Now it sounds like a kick. So next thing I had to do is just add on a drum bus, which is a built-in, kind of like a saturator for Ableton. Threw that on there, turn the drive up, turn the boom up a bit. And now it kind of hits. That's it. That's how I made this kick. Pitching it down, EQing it, just throw some distortion on it. Overdrive, decapitator, anything with saturation or something like that should do the trick. Next, we have the snare. So the snare, this is like lo-fi in mind. So with lo-fi, it doesn't need to be like a doesn't need to be like a regular snare. You want it to kind of like crack. So I used another part of that same door, and then I just took two pieces of the light switch, transposed them down a bit, rolled off the low end with the EQ, and I put the drum bus on it and I turned the crunch up. Essentially the same thing with the snare. It's the exact same thing. EQ'd the bottom half, but then I just put some overdrive on it. It's actually transposed -14. So let's bring that to 0 so you can see what it really sounded like. That could have been a kick. It has a little thud to it. I don't know. I was just messing around, transposed it down 14, and then I EQ'd the low end out. And then this overdrive right here, this overdrive really helped. It gave it more of a snare sound, and then the drum bus threw up the crunch again, just like I did on the little light switch thing. So yeah, and then that paired with this turned into a pretty decent sounding snare. Now, this part was super easy, but it added so much swing. The tissue box. So I wasn't even planning on using it. Here's the actual clip right here. That's literally it. I didn't do anything to it at all. I might have EQ'd it a bit. Yeah, I copied the exact same effects from like the snares and stuff. But yeah, it just sounded good right away. I just put it on there. I nudged it a bit, and the swing was just there. And then one more, just a little extra percussion. My girlfriend just messing around with that little thingy on the doorknob, the little whatever. She's just messing around with the doorknob. So here's the clip. And then last but not least is a hi-hat. So for the hi-hat, it's also the light switch. All I did was take the light switch and I completely took out all the low end on the EQ, and I added the drum bus on there. I also transposed it up 31. So raising and lowering the pitch of things is a huge key when you're doing stuff like this. So regular is, and then I transpose it up all the way 31. Makes it sound more like a hi-hat, really, right? Drum bus just to beef it up, EQ. And that's it. That's the drum. Leave a comment below if you guys want these drums and everything I used to make this beat, and I'll drop it below. All right, so now for the part that got really tricky for me that I spent most of the time on. So pretty much you have to open up a simpler, grab your sound. So for me, it was the cup. So it just sounded like this. So what you need to do to get it to be an instrument, it's already an instrument. Once you throw it on the simpler, it's gonna play in different keys. But if you want it to turn into like a synth, you have to turn loop on. You turn loop on and you just have to make this really small. So let's see. So pretty much you just want to keep doing that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can just mess with that, and then but of course what you're gonna want to do first right after that is tune it. So you just bring up the tuner and then just transpose it till it hits C. That part's not too hard, but making it sound how you want it to sound, that's where it gets tricky, but that's where it just takes creativity. So I'm just gonna show you what I did, but you can do whatever you want. For instance, for the cut, I got it to sound like this. I EQ'd it. Then I added a phaser on it. Then I added this plugin called ROM by Native Instruments. It's like a reverb plugin. That turned it into something else completely different. And then I sidechained it to the max to the kick. That gives it its motion. So yeah, that's the pad. Also, I added like a bunch of reverb on top of that and some delay. Same thing here. So this is the thermostat. That was literally just this little beep. So, okay, so if you do know something about sound design, there's all these little envelopes and filters built into the simpler that I have no idea, like, the technicalities of it. So you can go ahead and mess with that, like, all these things. I mess with them a little bit just to ear. So I don't know what they do. I just listened to it, and if it sounded good, I went with it. Take some time and go learn that on your own. But me, I'm just winging it. We just out here making music, bro. EQ'd the low end out. I put another phaser on this. I like phasers. Phasers really spice things up. Then I added RC20 on there. Just the Vinyl 2 preset, and I lowered some things. And then I just sidechained it a little bit to the kick. So then this is just a little top melody. It's the exact same thing as the chords. I put ROM on it and I put it like a different preset on it. So it sounds a little bit different, but it's the same thing. But yeah, that's it. That's the track. So let's play the drop real quick. Luxury. But yeah, that's it. So I'm probably gonna arrange this or something. You guys let me know if you want to hear it on like all streaming platforms, if I should upload it anywhere, maybe throw an acapella on it, turn it into a remix. I don't know. If you guys have ideas, drop them below in the comments. I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave a link. I'm gonna give you guys the whole Ableton project file for this. So you can just go crazy with it, do whatever you want. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like a little gift to you guys, just so you can see, so you can save all the drums yourself and stuff if you want them. And yeah, I'll have it in there all neat for you. The link will be in the description, free download, the full project. But if you don't have Ableton, I have another folder for the stems. I guess. Yeah. Anyway, go check out my new merch, Table Gang Worldwide. IamAtable.co. We got t-shirts, beanies, dad hats, all that kind of stuff. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. What are you doing?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
And kindly, if you're gonna download the pack, leave a comment for me for the YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to get on people's recommended pages. You know, my music is doing well, but my beat making videos, you know, they're not doing too great because I kind of got a mainstream fan base now, which is great. Shout out to all you guys that don't have any interest in producing. But yeah, for all my producers, drop a comment. Any comment, a bunch of comments, like it up. Let's give this YouTube algorithm a little bit of taste of L.Dre on their radar, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that'd be appreciated. I'm a table, don't let anybody tell you what you can or cannot be. Thanks for watching. L.Dre out.